People that are going somewhere, they don't have time to tear shit down. Tearing shit down requires them to not have their eye on the ball. This is game-changing information. I have something that has shown itself in my business here recently, and it's very important. I wanted to share this with you because this affects all aspects of business. If you're an employee and whether you're wanting a promotion or whatever the case may be. This is the thought of, are you building or are you tearing down? What I mean by that is there's a couple different thought processes. If you're trying to build the biggest business in town, whatever the case may be, you can do that in one of two ways. You can do that in a way of not focusing on anyone and focusing all of your energy on building, just growing, perfecting your craft, making everything you do better, your service, your this, your that, your customer service, your processes, your team. Or you can focus on tearing others down, tearing other businesses down, leaving bad reviews on another business's Google, talking bad about other businesses, stealing, tearing down, taking something from other businesses, doing anything that would destroy another's reputation or their potential to earn new work would be an act of actively trying to tear them down. And this whole thought process of there being two ways to build something. One way is going to last a really, really long time, because when your only goal is you've got to constantly to keep the biggest business, to have the biggest building, to have the best this or that, is you got to constantly be smashing the things around you. Well, inherently that hurts the whole and then therefore stunts what you potentially could have. Where if you just focused on building, this is the comparison is the death of all joy. You know, I see this in employees where they bash other employees because they're comparing themselves. They think they're better or whatever the case may be, and they want to move up. That comparing and aggravation is the death of every lit fire inside of them that would actually move them forward. And this thought process pertains to your whole business, people in your business, everything, building or tearing down. This is key to really grow a successful business that's long term, that's not something that's just a flash in the pan that we kind of squash some stuff around us and move forward. You know, you've got to be building your own value. So I am focusing this on talking about businesses and talking about employees, because building your own value is everything. That's how you earn money. A company grows and equal to the amount of value that it puts out into the community, into the area where it operates, into wherever, however big that net is. And an employee or me as the owner, whatever, I grow, an employee moves up as an asset to the team in relation to how much value they bring. Now, some people don't like this because some people don't actually want to have to get better, learn more, do more. They just want to say they can do a lot of stuff. They want to say that they know this. They want to say that they know that. Business owners want to say, I know this, I'm the best, I'm the that. Are you? Or is that just you saying this? You need to truly build those values so you don't actually have to smash people down around you because you're constantly worried about competition. I believe that's a reason why our business has been so successful, because I don't care what other businesses are doing. Yeah, I want to know some of the things so I could potentially use them if they're something that we could adopt and add to our process to make us bigger. But I don't worry about what a business is doing. If I see a business bidding against me, if I see another business in town, I don't care. I wish you the best of success. There is all the work in the world. But on the flip side of that, I have recently we interviewed someone and they actually had another business. We didn't know about this, but they left us bad reviews. And that's a form of tear someone else down. You know, the difference between us and them is I don't have the time to leave somebody else bad reviews. I got to work on what grows this business. And I think that's the worst part about all of these things. If you're doing this as an employer, you're doing this as an employer or a business, you're doing this as someone looking to have a relationship, whatever. This is all aspects. People that are going somewhere, they don't have time to tear shit down because tearing shit down requires them to not have their eye on the ball. And the ball is what's making me better, what's making my company better, what's making me more of an asset to who I work for. This is game-changing information for you to think about. No matter where you're at, you're trying to have a relationship, you're trying to have a better job for your employer, your boss, whatever, you're trying to become a better leader, you're a business owner, and you're trying to build more. The final part of this is you got to realize anything is possible. Whatever you want is totally possible as a business owner. You want to build a huge business, it's possible. You want to build a really high-paying career in a business, it's possible. And people focus too much on what's going on, even in a business, from an employee standpoint. People focus so much on what's going on in a business and like, oh, well, I just don't get what I think I should get, and it's frustrating. If you focused on, man, where is this business lacking? Like my business, what's Scooter's Lawn Care lacking? I'm a tech. What is Scooter's Lawn Care lacking as a company? Think about the things it's lacking. And I get paid $15 to $20 an hour to do my position. But I, off to the side, think about what is this company lacking? And then I position myself for no pay to figure that out, help on that somehow, and to provide value on showing that I can and bring value to that situation and change that for the company. And that's the way you can dramatically raise your pay. Just like a business owner, just like most of the things we do, like for YouTube, it's like I don't get paid to do any of this stuff. I just want to bring value to people. And maybe sometime down the road, I get some kind of, maybe I do end up, there's a flip side of this. As a business, I go out and see a bunch of people and I don't always land every job. You don't get paid to do every little single thing. And I think that's the biggest differentiation between employees and owners a lot of time is owners know there's a shit ton of stuff, or entrepreneurs know there's a shit ton of stuff that I have to do where I don't get paid to get to the opportunity to be paid a lot. Whereas when you focus on what do I do just to get paid and have an hourly rate and maybe raise that a little bit, there's not as much of an upside to that. There's not as much of it's not as much of a long-term vision. That's not to knock anybody, but I'm wanting to put this process out there for employees, employers, and everyone. Because a lot of people just want to burn stuff down around them to make them shine the brightest. And if you don't do that, even if this is the employers have the same thought, entrepreneurs have the same thought that, I only want to do what I get paid for. I only want to do this. It's going to slow you down. It's going to stunt you. It's going to make you where you feel like you have to burn other things down around you to make you better because you're not willing to go above and beyond and do the things that you hate and stand behind certain stuff even when it's bullshit. So I hope this message has affected you, whether you're owner, your employee, you're anyone, because my goal is to figure out how to bring you value and to inspire you to become more. And becoming more doesn't always come with a paycheck.